Denny Hamlin celebrates to a mix of booze and cheers, but he welcomes it.
Denny Hamlin's third win of the season came at Michigan International Speedway, and what a statement it was. Stretching his fuel just enough to outlast the competition, Hamlin pulled off a victory that reminded everyone why he remains one of NASCAR's elite drivers, even after more than 700 Cup Series starts. At 44 years old and soon to welcome his first son, Hamlin showed he still has what it takes to battle at the front of the pack and win. Michigan has always been a track that rewards smart strategy, and this race was no exception. William Byron dominated much of the day, leading 98 laps, more than any other driver by a wide margin, and appeared poised to take the checkered flag. But NASCAR races rarely go exactly as expected. In the closing laps, fuel mileage became the defining storyline. Byron, like some others, gambled on stretching his tank a bit too far. The gamble didn't pay off. Just 4 laps before the finish, Byron was forced to pit, surrendering the lead, and ultimately finishing 28th. That handed the advantage to Hamlin, who had been methodically conserving fuel all race long. Despite only leading 5 laps, Hamlin's perfectly timed push was all it took to steal the victory. In a sport where every second counts and every gallon of fuel is precious, Hamlin's expertise shone through. After the race, Hamlin's playful personality came front and center. When asked how he managed to stretch the fuel so precisely this time, Hamlin smiled and said, "It's all about trusting the team, knowing the car, and learning from past mistakes. I ran out twice already this season, so I knew exactly what not to do today." Then, true to form, he revisited his now iconic catchphrase, "Daddy, I'm sorry, but I beat your favorite driver, folks." That phrase, which Hamlin once retired, has become a signature taunt that fuels his image as NASCAR's most compelling villain, or as some might say, its most entertaining anti-hero. When he spelled out HU with his arms toward the Michigan fans, it was clear Hamlin relishes every moment of this role. The crowd's mixed reaction, cheers and boos intertwined, only added to the electric atmosphere. NASCAR insiders Jeff Gluck and Jordan Bianchi of The Athletic broke down Hamlin's persona on the T-Round podcast, comparing him to a wrestling heel or even Tom Brady, athletes who embrace being the target of fans' frustration. Gluck remarked, "You can see Hamlin's body language the moment he gets showered with booze. He goes full wrestling heel mode. He loves it." Bianchi agreed, adding, "NASCAR needs guys who own it like Hamlin. They bring drama and passion that keeps the sport exciting." Hamlin's win was even more impressive considering his personal circumstances. At 44 years old, balancing racing at the highest level with the anticipation of becoming a father again is no small feat. His fiancée, Jordan Fish, is expecting their third child and first son any day now. The team had Ryan Truex on standby to sub in at Michigan in case Hamlin needed to leave for the birth, but thankfully, that call never came. This victory was Hamlin's 57th career win, moving him past Kyle Busch as the winningest driver in Joe Gibbs racing history. That milestone alone cements Hamlin's place among NASCAR's legends. Over the years, he has proven time and again that his blend of skill, patience, and tenacity can overcome any challenge on the track. Besides Hamlin's impressive performance, other drivers also made headlines at Michigan. Chris Buescher secured second place, putting up a strong fight against the top contenders. Rookie sensation Ty Gibbs showed he belongs near the front, finishing third. Zane Smith delivered a solid 7th place run, while Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski rounded out the top 10 for RFK Racing, which celebrated a successful day with 3 drivers finishing in the top 10. Shane Van Gisbergen also impressed, crossing the finish line 18th, one of his best results on a NASCAR oval so far this season. The Australian newcomer is adapting quickly to the unique challenges of NASCAR racing and could become a serious threat as the season progresses. With this win, Hamlin cut into the points lead held by William Byron and Kyle Larson. Although Byron still leads the regular season standings, Hamlin's consistent efforts and late season surge make him a genuine threat heading into the playoffs. Every race now counts more than ever, and Hamlin's fuel strategy mastery gives him an edge when others falter. Beyond the numbers and standings, Hamlin's persona remains a fascinating aspect of the sport. He fully embraces his role as NASCAR's most notorious heel. Unlike many athletes who shy away from negativity, Hamlin enjoys stirring the pot and playing the antagonist. Speaking with Dale Earnhardt Jr. after the race, Hamlin said, "I love having fun with the crowd. I just don't want them to clap when they say my name. I want to make them feel something, whether it's love or hate. That's the kind of energy that keeps racing exciting." His antics at Michigan underscored this perfectly. Hamlin led the crowd in an OHIO chant, mocking the home state Michigan fans with a nod to Ohio State's recent college football playoff run. The crowd responded with a mix of cheers and boos, exactly the reaction Hamlin thrives on. This calculated showmanship isn't new. Hamlin has built a career around balancing fierce competitiveness with a larger-than-life personality that divides fans and rivals alike. Comparisons to Tom Brady are often made by NASCAR experts who see parallels in how both athletes handle their villain status. Brady's appearance at the Indianapolis 500, where he playfully taunted fans, mirrored Hamlin's approach. Both men seem to revel in the challenge of shutting down hostile crowds. Jeff Gluck summed it up well. It's the mentality of going into a hostile environment, shutting down the crowd, and turning their boos into fuel. That's what makes these athletes great. Looking ahead, the big question is whether Hamlin can parlay this win into a championship run. At 44, some wonder if he can maintain this level of performance through the playoffs. But if his history is any indication, Hamlin is far from finished. His ability to manage fuel, read the race, and stay mentally tough gives him an edge over younger rivals. And his willingness to embrace the role of NASCAR's most controversial figure only fuels his competitive fire. As the season continues toward the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona, every point and every decision becomes critical. Hamlin's win at Michigan wasn't just another checkered flag. It was a reminder that in NASCAR, experience and savvy can still trump youth and speed. In a sport where the margins between victory and defeat are razor thin, Denny Hamlin continues to prove he belongs at the front of the pack. Whether he goes on to win the championship or not, his legacy is secure. A driver who can win against all odds and knows exactly how to keep fans on the edge of their seats.